Hey guys, what's going on? This is Market Omega back at it again this Friday with another weekly recap. I'll be going over standout trades from this week, so without further ado, let's go. All right, guys. So, what do we have here, right? So this week, as far as small cap land, it's been dead, with the exception of today, and I'll get into that in a second. So, this week it was just dead, man. It's like slow, continuation of last week and the week before. It was just dead. But we got a few surprises today. We got a wonderful surprise actually. Not a few. It's been great. So, just taking a look at the SPY, the market is pretty much in line with what I think should happen. We actually had this huge run up after breaking out from this level right here. Got this huge run up, hit my target of 420 by the end of April, and then pull back, which is great, right? You want to see this pullback and consolidation before continuation. So, just looking at the SPY right now, and I kind of like it. I think we're going to keep on going a lot higher to the fall. I mean, at the minimum, we're going to keep going higher. And right now, it just looks like we've actually formed this nice double bottom right here, which is great. And obviously, if we break out at this level, we break the all-time high, and then we just keep on going on our journey. So, really bullish on the market, bullish on the SPY. Cryptocurrencies have actually taken a dump. Bitcoin and Ethereum and Doge and all these other coins have actually taken a dump. And you know, um, I mean, when it comes to cryptocurrencies, you just want to play the long game. All right, just play the long game. I mean, I've been in crypto for years. I'm not going anywhere. Bitcoin actually needed a correction. I mean, this thing has gone from like breaking 20 grand all the way to like 60 something grand, right? So it needed to correct, and corrections of about 35 to 40, 50% are not out of the they're not out of the norm, right? Historically, we see corrections like that in bull markets when it comes to Bitcoin. So we've actually pulled back, but I think if we can hold this the $30,000 level, we can continue higher and much higher by the end of the year. That's my opinion. And not financial advice. Do with it whatever you want. Consult with a financial advisor. And this is not financial advice by any means. Okay, so now that we've got that out the way, let's talk about the stocks from this week. There's really nothing to like. I mean, with the exception of today, there's really not much. I mean, I think the only stock that really kind of stood out this week was ULBI, and ULBI was stock just gapped up on the 17th in after hours, and I think they had some kind of news, some good news. I think let's see here. Yeah, so they got a contract. They got a $168 million contract. That's big, right? So the stock basically ripped in after hours, and then when the market opened, it popped up and then got rejected, and and that was it pretty much. You try to make an attempt to go back and break the high of day, but then it never made it past 1150, and then it just sold off in power hour, and that was all she wrote. So now, just looking at the stock, I actually thought that it would give us a nice little move above this 1220, 1230 area, and then we can keep going higher. But that's not what happened. Whenever you see stuff like that, just don't fight the trend. If the trend is to the downside, then just leave that alone. So, we had a few stocks here and there, like Mosey, MOSY, but I'm not going to get into that. I just want to focus on the stock from today, right? So today we came into the market. We had UONE. We had UONE, we had ANVS, we had JXN, ENVB, ONTX, and METX, right? And I think this was just like some midday halt or something like that, right? So what happened, right? I basically get the game plan in pre-market at marketormakertrades.com. I usually get on the mic about 30 minutes before the market opens, and I, go through look at the stocks, look at the share statistics, look at the filings, and then formulate a thesis on why I should or should not take the stock. And basically my game plan was just to get long UONE, and I got long around that 920 area. We got a rip, and I got long again out of the halt, right? We got the pullback, and then I got long, and then I think around 10 something, and then boom, we got this rip right here. So this was a nice solid trade. It was awesome. Okay, made money on this side, made money right here. So I actually thought this thing would at least hold this $10 level, consolidate it a little bit, and then maybe head up to this 1160 area. But the stock just basically popped up after the halt, pulled back, chopped a little bit, and then boom, that was it. But I'm still going to keep the stock on watch. I think we could get a continuation. Heading into next week, we could if this stock doesn't go back below $7, I think we could have a move maybe to 9 by Monday. So just keep that on watch, though. It was a nice trade to the upside. Okay, I'm gonna save ANVS. Save the best for last. I'm gonna save that for last, right? We have JZXN. So with this stock it was actually beaten down. So if you look at the chart, going back a few days, it was a recent IPO, right? Chinese IPOs, and this thing went from $49 all the way down to $7. That's just straight up sell off. And the people that know about these stocks know that they're filled with scammy action. Okay? A lot of these Chinese companies are scams. They just list with the intention of dumping shares. That's basically their goal. They just want to dump as many shares as possible, right? So seeing this type of price action and seeing the stock base like this, I was actually leaning long. I just wanted to get in and then scalp it to the front side move, and that's what we did. It halted. I got long around outside the halt, and then boom, we got a move up there, and then I got long somewhere around here as well for another continuation. So I basically just pieced out of my position. So I was long, and then I just kept selling. I was selling every like 50 cents or something, and I think I sold the last one around 13.50 or something like that. But that was awesome. That was a nice trade. Okay, beautiful trade. I mean, it's selling off right now with no bounce. I mean, this is a big sell-off. This is really big. I mean, whenever you see a sell-off like this, that's more so insiders and institutions that are selling this thing. This isn't retail. This is big, and it's more than likely a lot of times when you see a sell-off like this, it's like done on no bounce or little to no bounce. I mean, this isn't major. This is just a 50-cent bounce and then continuation down. I mean, the bounce is nothing compared to this sell-off. So if it was an ideal bounce, you want to see it get up to at least this VWAP area of 11. So about a 2-point bounce. But no, this is nonsense. So that was that. We had ENVB. I was actually leaning bearish on this thing. Which had I'm not really a short bias trader, but if I was, I would be shorting this thing back down. What else? We had ONTX popped up. This is a reverse split. HCW. I was leaning bearish on this thing, and then you got this move. Excuse me. You got this move up right here. I would have been shorting this move, this pop. See this thing right here, pop, boom, sell. All right, and then what else do we have? METX. So METX was just basically pop and drop. I called this out in pre-market, short it. I'm leaning more bearish on it, and that's what we got. Now, the granddaddy trade. Holy shit! This was just phenomenal. This was awesome. I mean, God, it was just awesome. This stock, actually today has been the best day of the year for me in terms of P&L. I mean, I'm up over 52 grand on a day now. It was just awesome. Okay. All these trades that I took today called out live on the mic at marketomegatrades.com. We actually formulated a game plan, and we execute on our game plan. So this was just awesome. I got long a few times here. Like, I was getting multiple points. I mean, I got 7 points right here. Got 4 points right here. Got a 2-point. It was just beautiful. Multi-point trade. All I did was just buy dips, sell rips, right? Get it back, get on the dip, sell the rip. Buy the dip, sell the rip. And this stock, it looks like they actually had an agenda with this thing. Their main goal was to get this thing as high as possible. Just looking at the filings, I'm not going to be surprised if they issue an offering by the time the market closes. Maybe they try to rip this thing maybe in power hour or after hours to try to rip it, and then boom, offering. I'm not going to be shocked if that happens. If they don't do an offering today, they're probably going to do an offering on Monday, in my opinion. Just parsing through the filings and everything. And like Market Omega trades, we go through those filings, we dig through those filings, we talk about it, and we point out details that you can use to make an informed decision with regards to your trading, right? And if you don't want to waste time doing all that stuff yourself, you can always subscribe to our chat room, which is way cheaper than paying a membership just to have access to SEC filings. We actually do that for you in our chat room, and we actually get a discounted rate because we're partnered with Flash SEC and a few of the other filing services. So you get a discounted rate for being a part of our room. Or if you don't want to get that, you could just be a part of our room and just hear I and Sav on the mic, and we talk about what we've actually found out from the filings. And I talked about ANVS being a runner from pre-market. I said they're going to try to rip this thing, get it as high as possible, and sure enough, I mean, this is beautiful. So ANVS, it's pulled back from 97. I didn't think they were going to get to 100, right? Because I figured they're going to get it up to about the high 90s, and you're going to have suckers thinking, oh yeah, we're going to go to 100, and they pile in right there, and then guess what? Boom, they just get destroyed, right? So I wasn't even going to hold this level at all. I mean, I sold. I think I got long right here, partial, tiny size. I mean, a couple hundred shares or something. Okay, and I'm still holding that, but that's nothing. I'm already up over 52 grand, so this is just for shits at this point. So what I think, just watch this level right here, actually bouncing off this level. If we can make a move back over 90 by power hour, because I think we've got about 1 hour left to power hour, right? And then 2 hours to close. So if we can get up to this $90 level, then more than likely it'll confirm my assumption of taking out the high of day and then ripping it and then possibly doing an offering. If not, if it starts fading through the power hour, then they're just pulling the rug and that's it. Okay, so far ANVS, that's awesome. I mean, I think ANVS might actually give us another trade next week Monday if it holds the $80 level. As a matter of fact, I take that back. If it actually holds $70, 65 $70, I think we might have a play for next week. Okay, so just keep the stock on watch, guys. Keep ANVS on watch. That's a beautiful stock, and we can have more opportunities to trade this thing. And I think ANVS was a stock that ran last year. So ANVS has been a good trader. I think ANVS. Well, we had ANVS at the beginning of the year, but then we also had it last year and around the early parts of last year. Where was that? Gosh, where was ANVS? It was somewhere around here. I think it was in July, right here on the 7th. The stock actually ran that day as well. And if I recall, I think it actually gave back a lot of its. It actually gave back a lot of its gain on that day. So if you go look on, let's see what type of action we had. I think it gave back its gain. Yeah, so we got this crazy run right here. Did a nice little red to green, and then boom, gave back all of its gain. Well, majority of its gain. So yeah. So I think we're gonna continue higher. That's what my gut is telling me. They're gonna try to run this thing as high as possible, and then possibly just do an offering. So just keep it on watch, guys. All right. So that's it for the weekly recap. It's been a very exciting Friday. I'm not gonna say we're back in the momentum period. I'm not, because I mean, okay, so you guys know the last few months has kind of been slow in the small cap market, and then this week has just been dead. I mean, if you can scalp, 20 cents in a day, you're doing okay, right? Yesterday, I think I made about 2,600, which is just nah. It's just okay, right? My daily goal is about 5 figs. So if I can make 5 figs on a day, I'm doing really well. But this week has just been kind of slow, and there are times, I mean, I just have to settle for 4 figs. But today has been the granddaddy. It's been the biggest P&L I've had all year. I mean, it's been big. So I'm happy about that. Guys, feel free to come check us out, man. You have nothing to lose, guys. Come check us out at marketomegatrades.com. I think we're doing a lot of things that a lot of these rooms aren't doing. Okay, we take a more thorough approach to look at these stocks and formulate a game plan. And you don't just have one eye looking at the stock, or one bias. You actually have multiple biases. So my partner, his name is Sav. He's actually he gets on the mic, and he leans more short. So you can get a bearish perspective from him, and then a bullish perspective from myself. And then you have a few guys in there that trade. They trade swing trades, and some people just deal with crypto exclusively. So you get that in the room, guys. We have multiple channels. So once again, it's marketomegatrades.com. The link is in the description below, and pretty soon we're going to be running a sale. Okay, we're going to be running a Memorial Day sale. So just be on the lookout for that, guys. Be on the lookout for that. You get a discount on the monthly and yearly subscription fee. And just check us out. Check us out. I don't think you're gonna regret it. So once again, marketomegatrades.com. Link is in the description below. And feel free to follow me on Twitter at marketomega. I usually post everything from stocks to crypto and sports and just life in general. All right. And last but not least, make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Okay, just type in Market Omega, hit the subscription button, and turn on post notifications so you get notified every time I upload new content. All right, guys. You guys have a wonderful weekend. Take care of yourself. Take care of your family. And I'll catch you next week with another weekly recap. Take care.